In a slowly decaying futuristic city, social class is determined by the amount of time you spend in the virtual world called the interface. Hi guys, my name is Emmanuel, and this is my weekly show in which I share with you my drawing screen and answer any questions you might have. Um, my I am a comic author, and I make a comic called Tales from the Interface, which is available from my website, and also it's on Comixology and eh, and that's pretty much it. So if you if you were be interested in getting it, get in touch with me or order it from my website. The address is at the bottom of the screen or in the comment of this video. There's 3 issues that came out. It's there are each about 48 pages and full color bleed. It's a good quality product, printed right here in Montreal, and I got really good reviews for it. So I hope you will check it out. You can also read the web comic, at the same address. It's not as finished. Whenever I go to press, I always go over the page once more and tweak some stuff and make it a little bit better. But you can read the webcomic. It's free. It's at the same address. There's a part of the book that hasn't been published on the webcomic yet. It's only in the books. So that's something to think about. Other than that, these days, I'm working on the next book, which is book number 4. And I'm working on the storyboard of that book. Usually I do half of it and then finish half of the book, and then do work on the other half and finish that half. But I decided to work on both storyboards in the beginning, so at least because I wasn't sure if I wanted maybe to move parts of it or change it so that as a book it makes more sense. I'm even thinking of doing the storyboard for the next book. And why I'm thinking of doing that is because it's so much easier to do a storyboard than a complete book. So, it's just a way to make sure that everything's aligns correctly. And it's not a huge investment, and I would have to do it anyway. So why not do it now and make sure that my story is very solid. It gives an opportunity to insert characters that appear after, or that you just thought of it because you need them at the end of the story, but maybe you can make them appear earlier. I do script my whole thing, but when you see it in image, it's always different. So there's a lot of things I want to add once I see the pages. So that's what I'm thinking right now, to at least do a big part of the storyboard of the final book as well before I even start finishing this book. Storyboards are not, at least I don't think, are so interesting. So what I've been doing is I chose a one page from the next book that I think is one of those key moments of a book. So I really like that interview with Todd McFarlane, who said, in each book you need at least 2 wow moments. Like I don't know, I don't remember exactly how he put it, but that's what he meant. And you need 2 exploding moments, 2 moments that make you feel, wow, this is something cool that's happening. You need those 2 excitement point. And he was talking about a 20 page book, like a standard comic. Mine is a bit longer, so hopefully it's exciting enough as it is. What else? Well, I would like to welcome SV Bell Art to the Twitch channel, who just liked it. I've also followed him because SV Bell is one of our favorite artists, of my favorite artists, certainly. And he's super active. I really appreciate his work. Like he has a TV station and he does a bunch of painting and he has so many things going on. It's hard to follow everything that he does, but it's really interesting stuff. And I invite you to look him up as well. Good stuff there. Horror, sci-fi, kind of my vibe as well. I'm sure that if you like what I do, you probably would like what he does. He's also very active in conventions and places like that, so he's easy to find. When this pandemic gets over, you will be able to meet him in person if you live around the region. Now, what else? So I'm continue working on storyboard. Today, as I said, I'm gonna be working on a page. So let me turn on my screen to that page. Transition. So I work in Clip Paint Studio, EX, and EX has the possibility of showing you this view, which shows all the pages. I work one file per chapter. That's how I separate it. I think it's cleaner that way. Just focus on one part at a time. And as I said, doesn't stop me from working on the next storyboard, and it's right here because that's kind of what I've been doing. What I do is every night I work like 2-3 hours on the comic. So this is how the next chapter is going along. There's still some holes there that I need to fill out. It's more action based, and it's always harder for me to write action. So drawing it always is a little bit easier, although it's never easy. Like I have one of my friends, Stefan Raisin Love, if you know that, who he's really good at action, and I'm really jealous of his talent for that. I wish I had more of that. Okay, so this is the book, and I want to be working on the same page I was working last week. I think it's an interesting page to look at, and I can continue working on it because I'm sure that this is going to be a page that I keep, so I don't feel like it's a waste of time to more finish that page a little bit more than the rest. So I had some instrument going on, and I started to work on the character on the right here. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I hope you guys are doing well, and as I said, feel free to comment anytime in the chat, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have. Let me maybe just open my windows on the side here, so it's a little bit easier for me to notice any comment coming in. And I don't need those headphones because I'm not listening to anything. Oh, that's better. Those I think I need earphones and headphones because they're really tough, these guys, and they really press hard on my ears. It's not very comfortable. Okay, so there's a guy standing on his right here. I need my pencil. And I like to work with a lot of layers, as you can see. This is the just still sketch, and I'm already at 32. So, I try to lay out where this guy stands, keeping in mind the perspective grid here. So, there's a chair here. If I draw, his leg should be around here probably. But maybe a bit lower actually. Just want to make sure that it makes sense with the chair. The chair is about like this here, and we'll go down on the floor until maybe here. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of the seat where it would land on the ground, so that gives me a good indication of not sure what's going on here. This. Ah, there you go. So there's a thing where at one point perspective kind of looks a bit stretched out, and you can see it here at the bottom. Solution for that is either use a fisheye or try to put that outside of the frame of view. It's not so obvious here with this kind of layout, so I think it's fine. I could move my drawing a bit down, and it's really not too late to do that. But I don't think I really need to. But you know, if we make a just take the hip and make a square out of it, you can kind of see how it would look. I'm kind of doing this. He would be behind the chair, right? So on the side, or on the side a little bit. So maybe here. So you know, drawing these kind of help me make sense of the whole thing. So it should be. See, you want those 8 heads. So 1, 2, 3, maximum 8. It's more like 7.5 or even 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty much it, I think. His head might be a bit big. I tend to draw my head a little bit big. Okay, so he's pretty good. I'm gonna use blue now. I want to separate my guides from my actual work. So I want to draw the legs. So as I said, they should be finishing here about. And we won't really be seeing them, but it does help to anchor the drawing and make sure that I don't do random stuff. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so he's going to be standing around here. I should probably have drawn that on a separate layer, so I think that's what I'm going to do here. So just remove all that. Yeah, easier without the noise. Where's my guy? One trick I like as well is to just have a blank layer like this, all white, and then you can lower the opacity and just focus on your current layer. So I just want to clean it up a little bit because at one point it becomes a jumble of lines and it's really hard to make sense of it. I think the head might be a bit large, so and reduce that. Actually, the knee should be higher if I follow the perspective. Of course, you won't be seeing any of that, but it does help to see where the feet are landing. Okay. So now I can remove that, and I have my shape for the guy there. Yep. All right. Okay, next up, what should I be working on? So if I look at my, I think I want to draw more machinery up there. Should be, I'm going to reuse the same kind of red I was using. There's going to be I was planning a panel here as well. It's not quite necessary though. I think just a one, if I just do one big drawing, it's kind of cool as well. Yeah, and I'm kind of drawing them freehand here. So kind of a claw for some reason. I don't know why they need a claw, but I'm really been enjoying reading Art Boyle again for all this kind of mechanical nonsense that he puts everywhere. It's really fun to look at. I want to try to have some kind of quality like that. At least I'm aiming for it. I don't know if I can ever reach it. reminds me of, I'm thinking of the kind of the lens on a microscope. Like you can turn them and different tools on them. Some kind of liquid in there. And it also does look a bit like the torture thing of Han Solo. All those stuff coming up at him. I do like senseless sci-fi stuff. Okay. So we have a big spot on the left here, on the right here. So what can I do? I don't want to hide the guy either. He's behind, so there can be some stuff in front of him. I just thought that it would be funny if he says try not to move, but I'll think about it. As I go along, I read my dialogue like all the time and try to see If there's another way I can make it a little bit better. I see this as being a kind of camera. Yeah, so cam. When I was early making comics in college, I always replaced my my K sound with K. You know, you try to have a style, and that was part of it. I don't know exactly why. I kind of thought, why do we? Because in French we use the letter Q a lot, and it's kind of pointless, really. When you could write everything with a K. In English, it's not as obvious. I thought, well, why we have this useless K sound, Q U in French, and it can be K. So I tried to take it upon myself to change the French language. When you're young and 17, full of arrogance, you try to do stuff like that. But I think it's funny, maybe as a logo or something. So make it look like a tape, which just makes, obviously it wouldn't be a tape, but it's funny to do it like that for me. Okay, so there's gonna be, try to make it look like a camera here. So like this, and coming out a bit maybe. Yeah, a bunch of possible wires. 2 of them are used. I'll probably lower this a bit. How does it look? I think it's better, right? Okay, what else here? Okay. I'm gonna put another layer. I do like those tools, and my guy is there. I can put him lower actually. What's this here? I have a layer with nothing on it. Well, I'm gonna use it. Okay, so my guy is there. Tools, just guides. This is Buttocks. Yes, that's his name. So of course he's going to be clamped to the chair and he cannot move. Kind of a Clockwork Orange type of chair. Can I do a quick perspective check here? Make sure that my bracelets are aligned evenly. So don't move. This won't hurt at all. Can dress up buttocks as well when I'm at it. Yeah, okay, let me see how he was dressed last time. I want to kind of make the same. I'm gonna open my other project. Where are you, my little buttocks? Here. I remember, yeah, the belly shirt. He doesn't need to be wearing the same, but I kind of liked it. It was funny. So, okay. Okay. Want to draw a floor as well. It should be around there. And I can put something on the floor as well. That's gonna good look like it makes sense. Some kind of machine here. gonna be pretty much eaten by the bleed and but you know, you're gonna see kind of something there coming outside. I think it's good. I can have a tube going up here. $12 minutes to go. Okay, so maybe something like that. Kind of coming out of the floor, kind of tubes. And I'm thinking of writing something in the back, so let's see how that would look like. And of course I'm going to use a different layer. And I've been drawing a lot of cursive writing these days. I've been enjoying it. Wait, F, gonna need some guides. And some, so at least, you know, and try to position the text so that it's kind of readable or at least guessable. So I can raise this a bit maybe. Okay. I'm gonna put it on top here just so I can see what I'm doing. So it's gonna be F UN chair Okay, so I want to write this in cursive. So maybe lowercase f will look better. Something like that. And then stars are always fun, so I can add some little stars. So that would be kind of behind the whole thing. 3 minutes to go. Well, that went fast. I mean, it always goes fast when you're drawing. For me, I seem like I never have enough time. A little bit like some of my characters, and maybe this. And I might keep that and do it completely, this logo kind of thing, because I might reuse it on another page. So it's good to have a clean version. It's tricky, you know, you want to position it in a way that, you know, most of the letters show up. And it's not always obvious. Okay. Well, that's a lot of thing going on, isn't it? But this is close to what I would call a good candidate for inking. And then once the ink kind of helps to bring out, you know, a lot of like smaller detail, and then it's good to add more even on that. I don't necessarily put every single little detail on my sketches. I do like to put some in the ink. But you know, saying that, this is about it for today. I hope you guys had a nice time. If you're watching this, I appreciate your comments, and also obviously your likes, your shares, all that stuff really helps to make this project known to other people. As I said, if you like my art, you can buy my book, and it's available right now as a bundle. You can get all 3 books for one price, which obviously saves a lot on shipping. So just head out to I had the website, tfti.incorpora.com, and you can either read the webcomic or you can purchase the book. You can go to shop, or it's also on the page here. But if you go to shop, and you can choose the bundle, which is $45 US for a 3 books, 48 pages each. I think it's quite a good deal. Shipping is around $10-11 for US, and cheaper. No, it's about the same for Canada, I believe. Well, anyway, just put in your postal code and it will give you a quote. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty easy. You can get a sketch for $15 more. I'll personally draw something inside, and I do take my time to draw these pictures. If you look at my Instagram, you can see them. It's instagram.com/ink or no, not that one. That's not me. Ink Orporate. And there you go. So /Ink Orporate. And then you can see all my sketches. I do post sometimes like storyboard views of my pages. I think it's been a while since I haven't posted anything, so I think I will post the drawing of today. As you can see, these kind of drawings are what I draw in books, so I do take my time to draw something like something consistent. And you can make a special request. Just let me know, and I'll draw what you like within reason. And that's about it. So thank you so much for being here today, and I hope you have a great week and a great Saturday. And I will see you next Saturday at 10:30. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here.